Please prepare for a moment of silence. Thank you.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Hello, Chieftains. I'm Mary, your news host this week with, of course, your news. But before we get on to my section, over to Doyle with his newly coined Club Corner.
Thank you, Mary. Now, as my great co-host stated, this is Club Corner, hosted by me, Doyle. With needless introductions out of the way, let's club. Beginning with one that I myself am in, the Thespian Society. They're a lovely group that meets every other Thursday after school in room 418. They discuss acting, play improv games, and plan fun events. So if you're interested, stop by at their next meeting on the 7th. Up next, BPA. BPA, or the Business Professionals of America, meets on the second Tuesday of every month in the Commons after school. And this week, they'll be in Tulsa today till Wednesday for a state leadership conference. FFA has a smaller booster club that meets every second Tuesday of the month at 6 p.m. It's mostly to raise funds for FFA and its classes, but it's also a fun way to learn about the agricultural climate and help out the community. And speaking of FFA, it took home Grand Champion, Reserve Champion, and Bronze Champion at the Ag Mech contest. And speaking of mechs, the Robotics Club meets every day except for Monday and the weekend, with their scheduled times shown here. 3 to 5 Wednesdays and Fridays, and 3 to 7 Tuesdays and Thursdays. They'll also be having a competition at the Fairgrounds Pavilion March 6th until the 9th, so go show them some support there. And speaking of support, here's our list of religious-related clubs. Project 7 meets every Tuesday during lunch in the choir room. SCF, Sepulpa Christian Fellowship, meets every first and third Wednesday of the month in room 418. Concluding our religious clubs, FCA, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, meets this Wednesday, March 6th. That's all we've got this week, but clubs, if you want the school to know more about you, you've got to contact Mr. Markley, rmarkley@sepulpaps.org. That way we can schedule an interview. With that plug, we go back to you, Mary.
Thanks, Doyle. If you're in the 10th grade, then it's time you start learning some life-saving skills. 10th grade CPR training will be held on March 12th, 13th, and 14th. Seniors needing to make up their CPR training will be receiving an email from Mrs. Stewart with the date and time. Prom will be held April 27th at the 181 Ranch in Bixby, with doors opening at 7:30 and closing at 10:30. Tickets will be $35 at the snack bar or Mrs. Hayes' room until April 18th. Now, for all the seniors watching, local scholarships will be available March 6th in room 216, due March 27th at 3 o'clock. Also, don't forget to turn in your acceptance letters to colleges, universities, or the military for the College and Career Board, also in room 216. Make sure to submit any scholarships to room 216 for the senior program. And also, Jostens will be doing cap and gown pickup in the school library from 7:30 to 12:05 on March 13th. March 8th is the deadline to register for the April 13th ACT. If you're Native American and want to go to college but need assistance, TEDNA will help you out. They'll help you out with supplies, college tours, and will even meet with you during school hours. If you're looking to sign up, go next to the attendance office and scan the QR code. Little side note, if you do sign up, make sure to initiate conversation once you get the first text, or you may be overlooked. With that, we go into sports.
Thanks, Benchwarmer. Big sports guy, Journey here. Some would call me a baller, 'cause sports. And I'll tell you what, we have a lot of that, so make like Yogi and Bear with me. For varsity soccer, we have March 5th at 5 p.m. for girls and 7 p.m. for boys at Claremore. Then 3 days later, March 8th, 5 p.m. for girls and 7 p.m. for boys at Stillwell. And then varsity baseball, the game Chicken Little was nice at, we have 4 games. March 4th at 4:30 p.m. at Tulsa Memorial. March 5th, the next day, 4:30 p.m. against Tulsa Memorial again. March 7th, the third game, 5 p.m. at Broken Arrow. Lastly, March 8th will be against Bartlesville at 5:30. Junior varsity baseball next, halfway there. Today, March 4th at 4:30 against Bixby. Tomorrow, March 5th, 4:30 p.m. at Metro Christian. Then Thursday, March 7th, 7 p.m. at Broken Arrow. Golf. Both games are today at 8 a.m., but one at Muskogee for varsity and the other at Sperry for junior varsity. Tennis. Barry B. Benson beware. Tomorrow, March 5th, 3 p.m. at Muskogee. And then March 7th at 8 a.m. is the All-State Tournament. And then basketball. The Sapulpa High School girls basketball team has made it to state. Their first state quarterfinal game is scheduled for Thursday, March 7th. The Sapulpa High School boys basketball team lost its playoff and has finished its season. Be sure to congratulate the boys team members for a great season. Have a wonderful week, Chieftains.
Spring break is coming up on March 15th, so we at Chieftain News wish you a pleasant break. Afterwards, the due date for the senior slideshow is immediate, so preferably turn in those pictures before we go on leave, seniors. And remember to go buy your yearbooks soon. They're $40 right now, but they'll be $50 the day the yearbook goes out, so make sure to pre-order them. And now with that, have a wonderful week, Chieftains.